Okay, so I've just started by applying a mix of products on my face actually. If you have face paint specific for this sort of thing, then that's absolutely perfect, but I didn't, so I used a foundation which I then applied some green concealer to, just a little, and I also put a lot of white face powder in with it as well to really lighten it. And I'm just applying that all over my face, making sure I get my ears as well, and I'm going to bring that down my neck and over the front of my chest as well, because the top that I will be wearing to the party is quite low cut. And as with any cream base that you apply to your skin, you want to make sure that you set that. So I'm now using my white face powder over the top of all that to set it. Then I'm going to shape my eyebrows. Choose any shape that you desire. I actually forgot to cover over my eyebrows, otherwise I would have probably gone for more dramatic, but this looks absolutely fine. I'm using a pencil and then I'm using the other end of it. It's got like a little brush applicator just to smudge it all in and make sure it's as neat as possible. Then I'm taking a white cream stick and completely covering my eyelid and going all the way up to my eyebrow. This does two things. It creates another nice base for the eyeshadows that we're going to put on, but it also means that you can define the eyebrow nicely as well. And again, because it's a cream base, we want to set it, so I'm using a sheer white or a bright white eyeshadow to go over the top of that. So now we're making a start on the eyeshadows. This particular colour is a very vibrant purple, but it's two-tone. It has a really gorgeous electric blue shimmer to it. So I'm using that to create the crease, and obviously do that on both eyes. And I'm just making sure I blend that slightly upwards as well, so you don't get a direct line. Then I'm using a sort of midnight blue just to define that line even more and blend it slightly upwards. That gives the colour a slightly darker look, but also it's much nicer with the blending. The effect is much nicer, prettier. And I'm just going to bring that down onto my top lash line to create a kind of a curve at the outer corner of my eye. Then I'm taking a really pigmented, shimmery gold colour as the next colour on. And I'm just putting that from the outer to the middle of my eyelid. And I'm packing that on quite thickly. It looks very metallic. And just making sure I'm blending it nicely, you know, the other colour that we used. And then I'm using a really, again, a very shimmery colour, and it's a pink, a dusky pink, and that's going in the very corner of my eye. And those two colours blend really nicely together. Next I'm using my liquid eyeliner. I'm going to line the complete top lash line, and I'm going to wing this quite a lot actually. Bring that out a fair bit for extra drama. You want quite a thick line as well. Then I've used a red pencil, which is, it is supposed to be used on the face, but on the lower waterline is absolutely fine. It doesn't smudge over your eyeballs. Sometimes I've done that before and it's sort of gone a bit cloudy and you can't see, but this is absolutely fine. And then I'm just taking a black kohl eyeliner pencil and going underneath that. I'm not covering over the red at all. I want the red to be very defined, so I'm outlining it with this black. And I'm just marrying up the winged eyeliner with the kohl pencil that I've used and tying that in together so that there's no breaks in eyeliner. It's just a nice smooth line. And I'm taking that liquid eyeliner to the centre of the bottom lash line as well. Not all the way along, just to the centre. A quick coating of mascara before I put any lashes on, which I will do later. This is just going to make sure that your lashes are actually black, because with all the eyeshadow application that we used, we probably will have some of that colour on our lashes and we want it to be completely black. Next I'm applying some glitter on my eyes. So I've used a pinky red glitter over the pinky red eyeshadow that we applied. And then I'm using a gold glitter to go over the gold eyeshadow that we applied. You don't have to use glitter at all. If you haven't got any, it's not going to ruin the look. It just gives it that little extra wow factor. And then I'm just using a purple glitter to go over the purple eyeshadow that we used. Then I'm taking a very dark purpley pink blusher and I'm just going to blend that under my eyes. I'm going to bring that down quite a lot, and that will help add to the dead look. It's also a really nice contrasting colour with the purples, golds, pinks and reds that we've used. And I'm going to use some more liquid eyeliner, which I'm going to dab quite frivolously under the eye and use my finger to smudge that down, make it look a real mess essentially. And again, this is to add to the dead look. Then I'm going to use that really dark purple red blusher again, and I'm going to contour my cheekbones, make my face look really sucked in and gaunt. I'm also going to use that on my jawline as well to define that even more. And on the temples. And also on your collarbone. It's not necessarily something that you pick up on when you, like when I was ready for the party, it's probably not something that people instantly saw, but it just really adds to that dying look. And then I'm just using the same black eyeliner pencil that I used earlier on to line my lips and then fill them in. And then I'm going to use a black eyeshadow just to go over the top of that liner to set it. And just to make it a lot darker, more pigmented. And then I'm going to take a matte red lip stain. You can use whatever you like. You could use a gloss, it really doesn't matter, but I think the matte look really helps with the dead look. And just one more thing before I forgot, I wanted just to contour my nose with that same purpley red blusher that we used earlier on. One pair of lashes on the bottom lash line. And one pair for the top as well. I really like this look. It sort of has a bit of a Tim Burton-esque feel of it. And a lot of people have done the Corpse Bride, but I really wanted to do a non-cartoon Dead Bride look for you all. So once the eyelashes are on, that is the finished look. I did add my false contact lenses for this look as well, just to make the eyes look extra freaky. Also, I did do a slit throat look on myself. I've actually done that in a separate tutorial, so please do check the link out for that and see how I did that. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really do appreciate the fact that you take time out to look at what I do. And for those of you who comment and share, that's even better. Thank you so much. Keep an eye out. I'll be posting more and more as the weeks go on. And take care. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.